In this video, I'm going to break a 21-hour intermittent fast by reviewing the Quorn Quarter Pounder. Hi, and welcome to my very first video on this channel. My name's Jesse and I'm the Fast and Sparky. First off, I guess I should just explain what this channel is going to be about. Well, mainly it's going to be food reviews. I'll be breaking a fast in almost all of them, unless they're desserty sweet type reviews. But if they're like this type of review, then I'll be breaking a fast. I basically do intermittent fasting every day, normally 20-21 hours, so I'll be very hungry when I'm breaking these fasts and reviewing these products. Now, the world seemed to have gone a bit crazy with meat-free products. We seem to be getting them pushed onto us everywhere you look. Are they what they claim to be? Are they any good? I know a lot of meat eaters look at them and think fake foods, load of old rubbish basically. And to be honest, in some cases they're right. You know what? I don't eat meat. I haven't eaten meat for 8 years. And I was a massive meat eater. I literally spent over 40 years of my life having meat every single day for probably at least 2 meals of the day. I loved meat. I didn't give it up because I didn't like it or it was causing me health problems. So, yeah, I remember what meat tasted like, and I'm going to review these products with that in mind, and I'm going to score them not just how close they mimic what they're trying to be, but also how tasty they are, because I don't eat these because I want to eat a beef burger. I eat these because I want to eat something tasty, and if it can sort of taste a bit like a beef burger, then it's all good for me. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, probably this first video probably be a bit of a disaster, but I'll definitely get better as we go along and I do more. But I'll try my best on this first one, and let's see where it takes us. So the very first product I'm going to do on this channel is the Quorn Quarter Pounder. So what I'll do is I'll cook this up in the meal I normally have, because I will admit I do at the moment eat these. I've gone through probably 5 or 6 meat-free burgers over the last few years, and up to now this is the one I prefer. But there's a lot of products out there that I haven't tried, and I'm going to try them all, and I'm also going to go back over the ones that I have tried in the past. Some I liked, some I did like. There has been 1 or 2 that I had to throw out. I couldn't eat them. Absolutely disgusting. But I will go through them all again, and also I'm going to keep a scoreboard. So for each category, so like for a burger, a beef burger, I'll have a scoreboard, and we will keep score of what each one scored. And I'll have a scoreboard for each category. So off the top of my head, there'll be bacon. I've 8 years of not had a bacon sandwich, and I haven't tried any of the meat-free bacon products. I mean, to be honest, some of them look absolutely rank, and that's why I haven't tried them, but I'll give them a go on this channel. So there's a bacon one, there's the burger one, there's a general beef one, so that will have things like steak bakes, steak pies, and just anything like mint. Now I think I've got a separate category for mints because there is quite a few companies make mints, so we'll keep that separate. We've got a chicken category, a fish category, and I'm sure there's another one. Perhaps I'll put it up. I'll put the list of categories up there. So that's what we'll be doing. And I'll keep a scoreboard of them so we can see which ones are the best, because I mean the market is growing. Although, you know, I mean, they're trying to push this stuff out as healthy, but I mean it's heavily processed. Can you put the word healthy in the same sentence as processed food? Get in the comments, you tell me. But for me personally, just like anything else in life, it's all about moderation. I don't eat this sort of stuff every single day. I try to, you know, moderately eat it. But having said that, I do enjoy some of it. You know, some of it is absolutely rank, and you know, others are not too bad. And there are a lot of meat eaters now who do have trouble with eating meat. You know, I know some people that they're actually actively not eating meat now. Like they won't eat beef because they struggle to digest it. It gives them stomach ache and that. So there are people out there now who are like still meat eaters, but they'll have like maybe 2 or 3 days a week where they won't eat meat. Well, I'm similar with this stuff. I'll eat it, but I won't eat it every day. I'll try and limit how much I eat of it. So what we'll do, on each product, we'll have a look at the protein source. I won't go into that side of it. I just like draw attention to what the actual protein source is. So what I'll do, again, I'll put a screenshot up of that over here so you can see the ingredients of it. But this is Quorn, and they have their own protein source called mycoprotein. Now, if you don't know what mycoprotein is, and you want to know, I would look it up. Now, if you go on Quorn's website, it'll sound absolutely fantastic what it is. So I wouldn't just get information from one source. Always like go to more than one source to find out what things are, because at the end of the day, you're putting this in your body. You need to know what it is. Really, most people don't. They just eat stuff without even thinking about it. So yeah, so for every product I review, we'll just draw attention to what is the protein source. Like the meat-free products, we'll draw attention to what is the protein source. Because off the top of my head, I think the most popular ones, I don't even know if there are any others, is you obviously got this one, the mycoprotein. You got obviously soy, and you got pea protein. A lot of products have got pea protein in them. And to be honest, I don't know how that's processed, how, you know, which I should do really, but again, like I said, I'm no different to anyone else. We eat things without really, not just taking much notice, but we sort of don't want to know, do we? If we don't know, then it ain't a problem, if you know what I mean. Which we shouldn't really be like that. We should take more responsibility in what we are putting in our bodies. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say, this stuff is bad for you or this stuff is good for you. I don't. To be honest, the science is always changing. The science is never settled. You know, once upon a time, they were telling us cigarettes were not harmful. They didn't cause cancer. They were perfectly, you know, harmless. And here we are today, and the opposite is true. So who knows what the future holds with anything what we are told today. For me, I'm going to mainly stick to what it tastes like, looks like, smells like, and texture. And I'll let you decide, do the research on what's actually in these products and whether you think they're healthy or not, or whether you want to eat them or not. Like for me, I do know a bit about them. To be honest, I did avoid them for 2 years when I went meat free. I never touched any of them for about 2 years. And then because I really did think they taste like cardboard. What's the point? I don't want to eat them. Taste like cardboard. And I tried some, I know exactly what they were. They were cauldron sausages. And I was quite surprised at not only how tasty they were, but how sausage-like they were. I mean, don't get me wrong then, you know, a meat eater eating that will straight away say that's not meat. But I was very surprised how close it was. I didn't realise they were that close to mimicking meat. And that was back in 2016, that was. So I've sort of been eating this stuff since then, but I've been trying to limit the amount I eat. Like I say, I don't eat this every day. So that's basically what this channel's about, reviewing meat-free products. I'll also do desserts, sweets, probably do some things like supermarket products against one another, like cheesecakes, donuts, things like that. But that'll be later down the line. I'm going to kick off the first, like, quite a few with this sort of stuff and get it going, get some names up on the scoreboards, and yeah, that's where we'll go first. Let's get into the review. So we've gone through the protein source of this. This is mycoprotein, and let's touch on the price now. Price of this, two burgers I paid at Morrison's £2.49, so £1.24.5 each. £1.24 for a burger. I mean, to be honest, I have no idea what beef burgers cost now. I would imagine they're a bit cheaper. I would imagine they're cheaper than this stuff. So I can't really comment on, you know, like comparable prices. But let's look at it on face value. £1.24 for a burger patty. I suppose in this day and age is probably not too much money, really, is it? So yeah, I mean, it's not stupid crazy money, so yeah, okay, it's not too bad. £1.24, as long as it's tasty. If it's tasty, it's worth the money. Let's fire up the oven and get some food on the plate. Okay, so the food is cooked. Now, does it scream, eat me? The burger, not the rest of it. Let's get it cut in half. So basically what I've got here is I've got a cheese and onion roll, bread roll. Ooh, is that what they're called? There's a bit of controversy over the bread roll. Cob, balm, bread cake, balm cake. bap. We here, we call them rolls or baps. I normally call it a roll. But what is the official name of these things? Do we even know? I guess one way of getting closer to the truth is, what do other countries call them? Other English speaking countries, what do they call them in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand? What do you guys call these? Get in the comments. What are these things? I've got one here. You got to have a chip butty, ain't you? Standard. You have to have a chip butty when you have chips on your plate. Standard. So anyway, let's get back to this. So let's cut this in half and let's see what it's like from the inside. Put that there. So I have cut a bit of this end off. Got it here to just taste. So it would be a bit bigger than that. That would fill the roll. So basically in here, I've got the patty. I've got a cheese and onion bread roll, topped, cheese and onion topped bread roll from Morrison's. Iceberg lettuce, and I've fried some onions in coconut oil. Keep the heat as low as possible. Coconut oil is very healthy. And let's see if I can do this without. I don't know if that's focusing in, is it? So yeah, so basically, like I said, I have had these before and I do actually like them. So I do know what it's got to taste like. So I've got a bit of fried onion there. Lovely jubbly. So it does look like a burger patty. So let's break this fast. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I mean, the two main things for me, and I would imagine everyone else pretty much, I mean, yes, they've got to get the look right, but the two main things are taste and texture. If anything, texture is more important to me. They've got to get that meaty texture. Which is the hard part, I think. That must be. I mean, if you think about it, they can flavour crisps, vegetarian flavoured crisps, a beef, prawn, you name it. They can put that flavouring on potatoes. So they should be able to do it on this, shouldn't they? Let's have a chip now. These chips are new potatoes, which is why they look a bit well, how they are. New potatoes done in McCain Active Fryer. Again, in coconut oil. I use coconut oil as much as I can. It's very healthy. So, let's try this. I don't think I've ever done this, to be honest. Just tried the burger patty on its own. So let's try it. That is quite surprising. It does look like a burger. It does look like perhaps one of them cheap burgers, like when we were kids, you know, I'm talking if you're like round about my age, half century plus one. Remember the old bird's eye little round burgers your mum done you when you were a kid? I think they had onion in as well. They remind me of them to look at. And similar taste, to be fair. That ain't bad, to be honest. That is not bad. That is not a bad burger to kickstart or set a benchmark. That's not a bad burger. Would it satisfy a meat eater? Not if he or she is looking for a product that directly replaces meat. I mean, good luck with that anyway, but if someone is just looking for an alternative, what's tasty, again, it's how you pimp it up, isn't it? I mean, it's endless what you can do with 2 bits of bread, lettuce, tomato, onion. You know, there's no end of things you can put in there. That ain't too bad. Yeah, the one other thing I want to mention is another where they're not quite there is the density. I always find with meat-free or meat alternative products, they can't quite get that. Oh, sorry, it's my dog barking outside. I don't know if you can hear him. But yeah, they struggle to get that density. I think meat is more firmer. But this is not bad. This is not a bad burger for what it is. 8 years ago, I wouldn't ever thought they could have got this close. Really wouldn't. But yeah, or even 6 years ago, to be honest. That's not too bad. So, let's wrap this up. Let's get this first review wrapped up. One thing I'm going to do at the end of each review is ask myself, would I buy it again? Was it tasty enough for me to buy again and eat again? Well, we know I do with this one, so the answer to that is yes. I'm going to score these out of 10, and as I said earlier, we'll keep a scoreboard for each category. So this obviously comes under burger. Now I'm going to try and be quite brutal with my scores. Not brutal, it's not going to get a 5. But I think to get anywhere near a 10, it would literally need to be, you'd need to go down on the street, find the biggest meat eater you can find, blindfold him and stick it in his gob and say, you know, name that burger, and he'd tell you that it was a meat burger, or you know what I'm saying. So I think we're going to struggle to get close to a 10 with a meat-free product, but who knows? I mean, this is why I'm doing this. I'm on the search for a better burger than this. So where am I going to score this? Now I think my scoring system is going to have like a baseline. So an 8, I'm looking at an 8. So what deserves an 8? And I think an 8 is if it was tasty, regardless of whether it tasted like meat or not. If it was tasty and I would definitely eat it again, I think that's your minimum score, an 8. So for this burger, it's going to be a minimum of 8, but how much more? I think I'm going to leave plenty of room for improvement. I think this is around about, for what it is, you know, I'm judging this as a meat-free burger. I'm not judging this as is it a taste like a meat burger. I'm judging this, is this a tasty meat-free burger? And the score I'm going to give it is 8.6. So that's gone up on the scoreboard, an 8.6. And to be fair, it's going to take a decent burger to beat that, I think, because that has got that barbecuey, beefy sort of flavour to it. It looks like a burger. It does look a bit like a burger. The textures, you know, if a beef burger's 100%, obviously, I'd say the texture is sort of about 70% of what a beef burger is. So it's getting up there. So yeah, that's not a bad burger. So guys, we've come to the end of my very first video. I hope you guys, if you're still with me, thank you. It's probably a right mess. I mean, I had a bit of a nightmare doing this. Got all my cameras set up in my kitchen. I had a dog in here when I was cooking a meal. I had 2 cats. One cat's up on the kitchen windowsill there. I'm surprised he ain't been behind there looking over my shoulder trying to get the food. But no doubt he'll put in an appearance. The wannabe taste tester over there. Normally food's around, he's in like Flynn. But no doubt he'll put in an appearance in future videos. That, guys, is a fast broken by a food review. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me again soon on the next one. Take care.
Dog, honestly. Because for it to get a 10, a score out of 10, so to get a 10, it's got to be like, close your eyes, give it to a meat eater. Oh, got a bloody alarm going off. Sorry about that, guys. Should I edit that out or leave it in? Pit. I better bloody do it again.